Hi, I'm Jesse with Clearly Relevant. One question we hear all the time is, should I be putting my marketing budget towards SEO or paid ads? The answer, it depends on what you're trying to accomplish. Let's break down both so that you can see what fits your business. I'll start with PPC or pay-per-click advertising. If your goal is to generate leads as quickly as possible, PPC is usually the fastest option. This typically most people think about as Google Ads, but there's lots of versions of PPC. Once your campaign is set up, your business can start showing up in search results almost immediately. Another advantage is that it's highly controllable. You can turn it on or off, you can adjust your budget daily, and you can test different messages to see what converts. Say you're trying to decide between 24/7 emergency services and free estimates in your ad copy. With PPC, you don't have to guess. You can run them both, and in a few days, you'll know which one your customers actually respond to. It's precise too, so letting you target by location or demographics, even time of day, so that your budget goes towards people who are actually likely to call. The trade-off is that it only works when you're paying. So the moment you pause your budget, your visibility disappears with it. Cost also rise in competitive industry. And so since you're bidding against other businesses for the same keywords, there's always a challenge with that actually can help you rise to the top with a clear answer that you don't otherwise have visible to you. If PPC is your only channel, you're permanently depending on ad spend to stay visible forever. So the bottom line, PPC makes the most sense if you need the leads now, or you're launching something new, or you just want to test messaging quickly before committing to a long-term strategy. Now let's take a second and look at SEO or search engine optimization. Again, most people think Google, but there's Yelp, Bing, some other things, and they all have some advantages. The biggest advantage of SEO is that it builds an asset. The content and authority that you build with it, it'll actually start working for you without having to pay for every visitor. And the value compounds over time. It also tends to build more trust with potential customers, since most people often view organic results as more credible than ads. And if you're ranking well, that visibility is far more resilient than a campaign that disappears the second you stop paying for it. If you're also looking to build or exit your business over time, this is an asset that you can sell that will actually be of value during that time. The trade-off is time. So SEO typically takes about 4 to 6 months to see meaningful movement, and then another 12 months or so for real momentum, because search engines are evaluating your relevance and trustworthiness gradually. There's no way to pay your way to the top of organic SEO, and it's also something that's going to require this ongoing investment in content and technical upkeep that you have a little bit less direct control over rankings, since algorithms and competitors are constantly shifting the landscape. So the bottom line is SEO makes the most sense if you're building for long-term or you want to reduce your reliance on ad spend over time, and or if you're just in an industry where trust and credibility weigh heavily on the buying decision. Think of it like this. PPC is like turning on a faucet. You get water right away. But once you turn it off, the water stops. SEO is more like planting a tree, where it takes longer to grow, but once it's established, it keeps producing value for years. So which should you choose? For many small businesses, the best strategy isn't just choosing one at all. It's actually using PPC to generate leads now while we build the foundation in SEO that makes you less dependent on ads and advertising over time. The key is understanding where your business is today, what your goals are, and creating a marketing strategy that supports both your short-term needs and your long-term growth. The other thing is that a lot of people ask us about AI search, which I'll do a different video about. However, AI only knows what you tell it, but it only knows what you tell it through quality SEO. So if you're looking for help figuring out the right mix of SEO and PPC for your business, click the link below, schedule a conversation with our team, and we would love to help you build a strategy that gets results.